All right, today we're going to do something a little different. We are going to dive into how a story can totally hook you with just a few well-chosen words. We're breaking down the opening of Fishtown, Life Under the EL, to see how it builds a world, a character, and a huge mystery, all before you even really start reading.
It all kicks off with this single image. This one shot sets the entire stage. Fishtown, Philadelphia. You can almost hear the rumble of that elevated train, right? You can feel the history in those old cobblestones. But notice the tension in that caption. This isn't just a picture of a place. It's about a person and a past that is refusing to stay buried.
You know, the title itself, Life Under the EL, tells you so much. The elevated train, it casts a literal shadow, for sure, but it also hints at the kind of world we're stepping into. This is a working-class neighborhood. It's got a certain grit, a weight to it, a history that you can just feel in the air. This is the kind of place that leaves a mark on you. And then, out of that whole atmosphere, one single character comes into focus. The story quickly zooms in on one man, Dennis. He's the guy we're going to be following through this world. His story begins right here, under the EL. So he's not some outsider looking in. He is a product of this exact environment. This place is in his bones.
But here's the thing. His path didn't just stay in Fishtown. He took a huge step outside of this world. College. I mean, that opened a door to totally new possibilities, right? New ways of thinking. It was his first glimpse of a different kind of life, one that wasn't lived in the constant shadow of the train track.
And then, his path took another really profound turn. He joined the army. Think about it. That kind of experience pushes you so far from home, not just physically, but mentally. It shows you a whole different, much harsher reality. And this is how old he is. 25. That's such a critical age, isn't it? You're old enough to have a past that's already started to define you, but you're still young enough that your future feels like a completely unwritten story. It's an age where you make choices that really matter.
So what you've got to understand is that Dennis isn't just one thing. He's this kid from Fishtown, but he's also a college student, and he's a veteran, all wrapped up into one person. He's carrying all these different lives inside of him, just trying to figure out which way to go. This timeline, it just lays out his whole journey so clearly. He starts with these deep roots in Fishtown. Then college gives him a whole new perspective. But then, 1 year in Viet Nam, wow, that is not just another line on a resume. That is a profound, life-altering event. And all of it leads him to right now, this desperate search for something better. And after all of that, college, the army, Vietnam, where does he end up? He's right back where he started, working in the family store. Just think about that contrast for a second. From the jungles of a foreign war to the familiar aisles of a neighborhood shop. He's looking for a future, but he is standing knee-deep in his past. And right here, this is where the story pivots. Because this isn't just about a young man trying to find his place in the world. Oh no, there's something else going on. Something pulling at him from those very shadows we were just talking about. I mean, he can try to build a future, right? He can stock the shelves, get on with his life. But what happens when your past has its own ideas? What happens when it just refuses to be forgotten? And then you get this line, it just perfectly captures the whole conflict. Listen to the power in these words. It's not just a memory, it's a dark secret. It doesn't just bother him, it has haunted him. See, this isn't something he can just decide to forget. It's an active presence that he is desperately trying to shake off. So we're left right here. We've seen his journey, from the streets of Fishtown to the jungles of Vietnam and all the way back again. We know there's this one piece of the puzzle that changes absolutely everything. And the story leaves us right here, under the shadow of the EL, asking, what kind of secret, born from this complicated past, could possibly be so dark that it threatens to just swallow his entire future?